Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about, let's see if you guess, we are going to talk about narrative tenses, okay? That is our topic for today. This is me, Ana Rodriguez. And so I'm sure you have seen this on many fairy tales or even on movies, right? So once upon a time, so when we talk about narrative tenses, we know that we are going to be using simple past, past participle, and also other tenses. Okay, but we are going to see only these ones today. And for example, we say there was a little boy. Once upon a time, there was a little boy. He was walking on the forest when suddenly he saw a giant bear. So when we describe something, we use narrative tenses, and the two main narrative tenses are past participle and simple past. So as you can see, we have past participle means that we are describing continuous actions in the past, okay? They also help us to describe scenes and provide backgrounds. And we use simple past when we want to emphasize on actions that started and finished in the past. So we use past participle, remember, for continuous actions in the past, okay? He was walking on the forest. He was looking for a treasure, okay? When suddenly, also we have those other words like to emphasize something. He saw, he discovered, and we use simple past. Remember that simple past, it's very simple. We just need the subject and the verb in the past form. So that is why it's simple past, only the pronoun or the subject and the verb in past. For the past participle, as you can see, we use the subject, was or were, and then the verb in ing, okay? If we are talking about he, she, it, or I, then we use was. If we are talking about we or they or you, then we are going to use were, right? They were walking, you were walking, we were walking, right? So we can use those on past participle, right? Also, we have past perfect, okay? And this is another narrative tense that we use. We can use the past perfect with the past simple together in a sentence to describe an action that happened before another action in the past, right? For example, I returned home because I had forgotten my plannings there, okay? Or the kid went to sleep because he had heard a noise in the living room. Okay, so something happened previously, another action, okay? So, and in this case, we use has and then the past participle of the verb. Also, we can also use past perfect continuous. She had been reading the book until late when she realized it was a wrong chapter. So there was a continuous action, okay? Something that happened, okay? So we use it to describe something that has been happening over a period of time, okay? I have been working at the company for 5 years. when I got the promotion. And also, as you can see, we combine either past perfect or past continuous with the simple past. We can combine it, okay? So in that case, in the example, we have, she had been reading the book until late when she realized it was the wrong chapter. And I have here for you an example, a paragraph in which we can identify three tenses, okay, or three forms of the verbs, right? And we have that, right? The Little Red Riding Hood. I was walking through the woods when a wolf who had been following me stopped me. And so when we use those tenses, we can easily create a story, okay? And we have that example. Last night, I was walking home when I saw a car running very fast towards a red light. I looked at the driver and I could see that he was talking on his phone. He didn't stop at the traffic light and another car crashed into him. When the police arrived, they asked me what had happened, and I told them that the driver hadn't seen the traffic light because he was using his phone. So these tenses are very useful to describe actions in the past and to describe many actions that just happened or have been happening for a period of time or were occurring during a specific moment. So use past simple to describe the main events of a story in chronological order. Use past continuous to set the scene and to describe actions or situations that were in progress, not finished, at a certain point in the story. And use past perfect to describe events that happened earlier in the past. Okay, so those are the tenses, okay, the narrative tenses that we can use to create a story in English and also to describe certain events in the past. Okay, so let's remember, we can use past perfect continuous, and you have the structure there. Subject, has, been, and then the verb in ing. We have past perfect, we have only subject, had, and the past participle of the verb. And also we have past progressive, subject, was or were, and then the verb in ing. And simple past, only the subject and the verb in past. So that is all about narrative tenses. If you want to know more, you can like this video to make a longer video.